What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I know it's a little bit early. Usually I do these late night, but I had some time now, guys, and I know a lot of people have been reaching out to me about this topic. And, I've been fortunate enough to be able to do this for you guys tonight. It's one of those things that I'm able to do, and having this YouTube channel um, is super helpful to me. So, one of the things I do annually is when Vinegar Syndrome has these Black Friday sales, it's like their biggest sale of the year. So I do live about 2 hours from the archive, which is the Vinegar Syndrome headquarters. And every year I meet up with some people. We go down there, we grab all the new stuff that we want early. So it does make for great content for the channel. I'm not always first to get certain things. So therefore, like I said, in another video I just did yesterday, sometimes I don't bother trying to rush to get things out. But when it comes to this is something I like to do because I have these releases in hand, and a lot of people will probably not get these in hand for like 2 weeks. And the fact that the sale is still going on now, I might be able to kind of sway some decisions on some certain things. But unfortunately, we got a little blindsided this year because some of these editions are gone. And that's what's so crazy about what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm going to go through the story on the Keep controversy and this fast sellout and my experience with it. And I'm going to tell the story because there is a story there that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, because I've never seen a situation where something is moved so fast that even the people that are in the know missed out on. Even the big time collectors missed out on. And that is something we just don't see on a regular basis. Is that, there'll be the casuals that will be like, oh man, I missed it. But the people that are really in the know, that are really on top of this shit, had missed this. That's what makes this so controversial, is a lot of people blinked and this thing was gone. So let's talk about it. Let me know who was in the house. I will say what's up to some people first. If you're new here, thank you guys. If you're here all the time, I thank you even more. Make sure you hit that like on the video. It really helps it out. It brings it out to more people to check out. Feel free to share this on social media platforms, Facebook groups, whatever. People can come in and talk about it. Because I'm going to talk about the Keep, the release. I'm going to showcase what you get. I watched it. I watched all the features. I can kind of fill us in on what's going on there. Tell the story, like I said, about this release. On top of that, I do have a mini haul that I was able to kind of attain that I will go through as well. And there's one item in this haul that I may tell people to hold off on. And we'll get to that too. So hopefully, if you guys haven't finalized your purchases for Black Friday, you may want to hold off on one of these titles. So we will talk about that as well. Let's see who's in the house now, guys. People are pouring in, so I appreciate this on a Sunday. Like I said, this is early for me, so thank you guys. All right, let's see who is in the house. Brent, he says, can't wait to see a review of the Keep. You will hear it. John Doe Juggalo, what is going on, man? Thank you for being here. Foz Rotten in the house. What is all going on? The time of rad is upon us. I appreciate that, man. Griff, what's up? So again, me being on early, maybe I'll catch a couple newbies in here. Fight the Good Fight, what's up, man? Tales from the Shelf in the house. What is going on, man? Blu-ray Addict is here. Captain Hara, what's good? What up, chat? Captain Hara, Mr. Marcus. If you guys have been following this channel for a while, I had Captain Hara on this channel. Might have been last year, maybe. And we met for the first time at the archive yesterday, and it was super cool to meet him. We hung out. We bought some shit. The dude took me out to lunch. What a guy. So definitely go follow Captain Hara over there. He's a great dude. It was so cool to finally meet him. And I'm sure that was just one of many times now that we're going to meet up, especially when it comes to the archive, because it's kind of a common ground for both of us to kind of meet and hang out there. So again, this archive thing, it's like I'm gaining a crew now, right? Like there's a lot of people that are coming from all areas that are like, I'll meet you. So, it's one of those things now, which is cool, because then we'll be like, all right, let's all go. And then we'll do lunch, and it's like a whole gang over there. And the people at the archive are super cool. So shout out to them as well. Fozzie Rotten, honest question. What in the world is the little white thing on the Congo cover? I'm going to get into that because I sure as hell don't know. And I was going to talk about that too. What's up, Daniel? Yeah, man, I am a little bit early, so I was hoping I can catch a couple people. My cousin Vinny, what's up, man? The last Vinegar Syndrome that sold out that fast of the Keep was Thriller, but not like this. Captain Horror was saying Thriller sold out fast. I agree, but I don't think it sold out this fast. I think this was honestly the fastest. And people might say Rad, but I don't think Rad either. I think Rad sold out fast, but it was during a time where people didn't realize that these things could sell out. That's what the difference was. Rad was the one everybody remembers, but they weren't on top of it like they are now. A little bit different. Gus says, Garrett, show us them goodies to keep. Hey, man, thank you so much for the super chat. Gus, good to see you in here, man. It's been a little while. I hope you are well. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Let me just give Mr. Gus a little super chat ski over here. What are we going to do for Mr. Gus, man? Let's do this. Thanks, my man. Thank you. Fight the good fight. Glad I got mine. Bought it without a slipcase. I'll be okay. Thank God you got one. What's up, Dino? The Ring. I missed out on the Keep, but I have a Blu-ray, so I don't feel bad about it. Passing the Keep, but I've never seen it. Thank you, man. I hope you did too, Dakota. Thank you so much. Dude, we're gonna talk about it. He is a great dude. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, even people with like YouTube channels that are into this stuff, like they missed it. There's people in the Vinegar Syndrome group that are like missed it. Justin, what's up? Hey, man, I see you all the time on Dead Pitch channel. Glad I ordered the Keep. Oh, yeah, man. Thank you so much, dude. If you're not subbed over here, sub over here. But hey, thank you for popping in, Justin, and appreciate you supporting me and the boys over at the Dead Pit. Wow, Southern Comfort sold out too. Ooh, good thing I have it. But I don't know for a fact, but if anybody's like super pissed over the Southern Comfort thing, I do have my Scream Factory one I'd be willing to sell. So if anybody's like super mad about that, hit me up on Instagram at Born2beRad. Oh, speaking of, I miss Southern Comfort. I can't believe that. I mean, that thing's been around a lot longer than I expected. So what'd you sit on it for, Phantasmat? Dude, it's a huge chunk of change. We could talk about that too, Nick, and I'll talk about it. All right, there's a lot of people popping in. Dead Pit Radio. Anybody? Another copy of the Keep? Yeah, Wes missed the Keep, and I wish I had talked to him before. Like, and that's what I'm going to get into the story. So let's get into this now. And I'm so mad that I was not able to help Wes out and Captain Horror is in the chat, so he can justify everything I'm about to say right now. So, like I said, the Archive is the Vinegar Syndrome headquarters store. I go down there a couple times a year, probably once a quarter. But I make sure to go down Black Friday weekend because I want to make sure to get some of these titles right away so I can do this content for you guys. Like, I have the luxury of getting there and utilizing it for the channel and to get people to check out these new releases and decide for themselves, do they want to pick these up or not? And Michael, yeah, Cronenberg X Descends sold out very quickly, but the thing with X Descends, it was flying, and then it did that thing where you couldn't get it, and then it came back into stock, and then it sold out again. So it was kind of in a weird limbo area. Like, I forget when they do that, like halfway to Black Friday or something. So, okay, so we are going to talk about Michael Mann's 1983 fantasy horror war Lovecraftian cosmic horror movie, The Keep, which is one of those movies that if you would give a horror fan a top 10 horror movies that have been lost on physical media, maybe lost on VHS, that have never gotten an upgrade, The Keep is always one you are going to hear about. And I know there was like a Blu-ray from like another country. There's been a lot of bootlegs flying around, but nothing here, nothing that a lot of people consider a legitimate release. And I had not seen The Keep for a long time. I had a bootleg on DVD the quality was god awful, by the way. So I'd seen the movie, but I'd only seen it maybe like twice in my whole life. And there was a lot to The Keep that I liked. but because of the low quality, there wasn't I wanted to see the Keep upgraded. I wanted to see what this movie could have looked like in HD because the way it's shot and the lighting and the effects are great. So I always wanted to see a better version of this because I've said this many times in the past. Sometimes a movie, when it's restored on like 4K or Blu-ray, sometimes changes it for me. And it really all depends. Like Tourist Trap was one I always bring up. The DVD for that was so damn dark that I never really cared for it. As soon as I got the Blu-ray, I was like, oh my God, this movie was fantastic. Why have I not watched this so many more times in my life? And The Keep was one of those movies. The quality one that I had was very bad. So we'll talk about the history, the story of it now. Now, The Keep was one that people would have loved to see released. And finally, it got released. And there was some hype. They were teasing it. It was leaked that this could be released. Vinegar Syndrome kept very quiet about this to a point where people were like, we kind of think we know it's coming, but like they didn't really say, they didn't acknowledge the leaking. So maybe that's not, but it did. And people were excited, but there was a lot of people that were unsure. This movie sucks, or I've never seen it. And I understand a lot of people haven't seen this. A lot of people. Because this has been lost for a very long time. So it doesn't get brought up a lot in conversation unless it's about, hey, which movies would you love to see on Blu-ray or HD? And a lot of it's like Trick or Treat, Fright Night 2, The Keep, like what's the one I always bring up? Summer Camp Nightmare. Like these are the ones that people are always bringing up that are just lost. And when they announced this, people got excited, but there was still that crop of people that didn't know it, heard it wasn't that good, but weren't really part of the cult following that had wanted this for so long. So that's why I think it got a little bit of a polarizing reaction when this thing came out. So we did a show on Thursday night, the Black Friday show, Thursday into Friday. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll link it to this video when you're done to go check that out. And it dropped. We were excited. And people were buying shit. And I said, listen, I'm going to the archive. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to buy it there. I'll have it this weekend, blah, 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 blah. So super fun show, by the way. And I saw it kind of creeping down. Like it was at 12,000. It started at 12,000. So I'm like, yeah, this ain't going anywhere this weekend. It's fine. Then it started creeping down, 6,000, 4,000. Friday, it was like 3,000. I'm like, oh, Jesus. So a couple of people had messaged me and I was like, listen, if it gets under 100 and I'm not at the archive yet, I will buy it online and then probably pick it up at the archive and then figure out what I'm going to do with the other one, which I almost kind of wish I did at this point. So as I'm driving to the archive, it's still over 1,000. So I wasn't freaking out. I had somebody I knew that was at the archive and he said, dude, there's plenty here. Don't worry about it. You'll get it when you get here, because I got caught in traffic on the way there. So I was a little bit late meeting up with some people. So I got there, met up with Mr. Horror, Mr. Captain Horror, grabbed my Keep, grabbed a couple other things, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And I said, all right, you know what? Like, let's go out. Let's go to lunch or whatever. Like we walked around a little bit. We'll come back. Now at this point, when we were checking out, this thing had about 600 copies left at that point, because we kept looking at our phone and there was probably still 25 editions on the shelf at the store. So we each grabbed one. We left. We went to get some food. And we were probably gone maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops. And during the time we were out at dinner or at lunch, I got a lot of messages saying, the Keep sold out. I hope you grabbed one. The Keep sold out. Oh my God, I can't believe I missed it. I'm like, this Keep sold out. It was literally at 600, like 45 minutes to an hour ago. Like, what do you mean? Like, how did it sell 600 copies in less than 2 hours? So we looked at each other like, dude, we got to go back to that store and we got to grab another one just in case, like we know people that, need it, or to flip it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We said that. And then Captain Hart says, I'm not a flipper. And I said, you know what, me either. I said, to be honest, now it sucks to try to flip because eBay takes half, like 30% of the money anyway. So it really does suck. But we were like, let's get it because maybe we can give it to somebody that made me missed out. And so we ran back to the store. We walk in, and the first thing I said when we walked back into that store, I walk in, and he'll agree with me on this, is I walk in and I said, and they're like, oh, welcome back. And I'm like, yeah, we came back to buy all your Keeps. And they're like, too bad people already came in and bought them all after it sold out online. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, it sold out online and people just rushed in here and bought every last one of them. I'm like, there was 25 on the shelf literally like an hour and a half ago. And they're like, yeah, they're gone. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I was mind blown that that thing not only sold 12,000 copies, the store was sold out. I was like, what the hell is going on here? How does this sell 12,000 copies in under 48 hours for a movie that I'm guaranteeing about 60% of the people that bought it have probably never seen it? And not that that's a bad thing. I'm just shocked that that's how fast it went. And the worst part about all this is that I'm guaranteeing, like, I guarantee there's about 10%, maybe 15% of the people have this in hand right now. Okay, have it in hand. You go on eBay, these are going for $200 a pop. And these are pre-orders. These are people who aren't going to have this for 2 weeks that are already selling this for $200. That is insane. Now, is this real, Gus? Gus says Imprint just announced the Keep in 4K. If that's the case, anybody who hasn't gotten this, go get it. Go get it. And if they were smart, they would do some I don't think the director's cut's available, but I mean, if they can do it, that's insane. So I was mind blown by this. And like I said, I know a lot of people who missed out on it because they weren't paying attention, which is not anybody's fault. To be honest, if I wasn't at the archive, I probably wouldn't have been paying attention, but I will say I'm lucky to have people that were paying attention for me and giving me updates on DMs. And thank you for that. So in case I did not get this in hand, I would have purchased it otherwise because I had people watching for me. So that is wild. They're smart. I mean, they are freaking smart. I have never seen a movie fly off the shelves as fast as this in my life. And a lot of it was probably FOMO, which is cool. But it's just a wild story. Very wild story. People have been talking about it for the last 24 hours. Like, people are pissed. How did this sell out? I still don't know that answer. I really don't know that answer. But I will say this. When it comes to this movie, there are going to be people that do not like this movie. So keep that in mind. This, honestly, was my favorite time ever watching this movie. I like this movie more now than I did before, but I will say this. This is a pretty confusing movie, in my opinion, because there was a 3-hour director's cut that was butchered down for this theatrical release. And this did not get good reviews in the theater at all. This was a bomb in the theaters. So much so that Michael Mann has completely distanced himself from this movie. He's like, this is not the movie that I wanted. The movie that was put out in the theater was not my movie. And I don't want anything to do with it. Now, what I will say, though, is I will say this is a beautiful, beautiful movie. Not only did they kick the shit out of the restoration on this, but it's a real great looking and great sounding movie. The Tangerine Dream score is fantastic. This movie looks amazing. There's amazing practical effects in this movie. This movie was made in 1983. There's some pretty badass practical effects on this, on Molsar and all that stuff. Like, this is really cool. I am so happy I have this edition in my collection, not because it's sold out, because if you guys did not watch my video that I dropped on yesterday morning, it was one of those raw videos talking about the state of physical media, how physical media are hurting people financially, mentally, and what we can do as a community to kind of try to change that in our mindset and for people to feel like, hey, I can still get joy out of doing this and not feel like I'm less of a collector because I can't afford XYZ or I decided not to buy XYZ. Like, there's probably a lot of people out there that didn't buy this that feel shitty about themselves, even though they know nothing about the movie. And I don't want you guys to feel that way. That's not why I'm here. I'm not going to tell you to buy every single release I showcase. You have to have this. It's the best. You have to have that. I'm not. That's not what you're going to get here. You're going to get the truth. Obviously, my opinions are very different than everybody else's. So I might tell you something rules and someone else might say, no, it sucks, because it is what it is. With movies, you can't really be wrong. I mean, it's very opinionated. But with that being said, one of the things I did say that I love about physical media, or what I want from a lot of these new releases, and I'm hoping that this and something like Trick or Treat has really helped this, is that we're getting a lot of upgrades of the same movies. A lot of companies putting out the same movies. We're getting double dips. Hey, we're going to put this on Steelbook now. Oh, now we're going to put it back at Walmart with a new slipcover. Now we're going to, and people feel obligated to do these lateral double dips and these upgrades and stuff. And I told you that with a lot of things, I've become very tired of that. So I'm really trying to limit specific movies. Like when I buy something, I always have a rhyme and reason of why I'm getting it now. And a lot of it is just space reasons. Obviously, I don't want to spend another $40 on something I've already spent $40 on either. But what's nice to see and what's refreshing and what I hope we see, and why I give Vinegar Syndrome such a pass when a lot of people are like, yo, they put out shit. But I give Vinegar Syndrome a pass, and I love Vinegar Syndrome because, like I said in my video, the one thing that I love about movies is discovery of something that passed me by. I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of movies. That's what I mean. And to find something that you're like, oh my God, I've got a new love for this, or I didn't know this existed. Wow, what a cool movie. That's becoming very small to me at this point, especially in the horror genre. Okay. So with Vinegar Syndrome, I'm getting a 50-50 shot of finding a gem. And I appreciate that. I'd rather play that game sometimes than play, hey, I'm going to buy, I'm just going to think of anything off the top of my head, that I'm going to buy, oh my God, what's the, what's the Toby Hooper one that's coming out again with the naked chick in it, right? Well, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I'm going to buy Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 for the 10th time, right? So that's kind of why I appreciate this, is because, like I said, if you gave me a list of 10 movies I would love to see on 4K or Blu-ray, I'm not going to give you The Mask with Jim Carrey. I'm not going to say, oh my God, I need that on a 4K. I got a Blu-ray. That's fine. I'm not going to give you something like that. I'm going to give you something that I have not been able to purchase since VHS or maybe even DVD. So to me, this was a definite must-have for me. And I absolutely loved this movie, but I can see why there's issues with this movie. This movie is kind of all over the place at times. I can understand the problems with this movie, but I can also see what this movie could be and what this movie is and why this is pretty important of a movie, even though it's not the edition that Michael Mann wanted us to have. Now, if he gives us that edition, that 3-hour director's cut, which now would be the time, Paramount owns that. They said Paramount still has that or owns that. It's just him. He needs to get off his ass and say, you know what, let's do something with this edition that no one ever got to see. And with this selling out the way it did, now is a time that this might happen. And they talk about this in the features. There's a features interview with some people. Michael Mann is not on this. He doesn't want anything to do with this. But they talk about the author of the novel. They talk about the writer of the movie and people that were heavily involved and the actors, but not him. And a lot of what they were saying was this edition could give this movie a resurgence that gets him to finally buckle down and say, you know what? Let's put out what I always wanted everybody to see. And that is what I hope this edition does. I hope this sellout was a launching pad to get this movie in the way he wanted to be seen, because I think not only will people not like this movie, there will be a crop of people that are going to love this movie. And regardless, this sellout is going to give this movie so much more hype and it's going to create a bigger cult following for this movie. And if we want to see that edition, then this was the best thing that could have happened. And unfortunately, like I said, the people that missed out on it, I do feel bad. I don't know if, like, I was thinking in my head, like, where could you get this? Are they sending a shipment to Diabolic? Are they sending a shipment to Orbit to sell? I don't know that answer. So I'm saying if you want this, I think the only hope you may have besides eBay is to check those two stores to see if they get a shipment. The fact that they haven't said anything yet makes me think that they didn't and they're not going to, which is unfortunate. But I would say if Imprint's going to put it out on 4K, this looked fantastic. Get it. It's probably going to be cheaper than this was. Maybe there's some different features. This has interviews and stuff. There's not a ton of features on here. There's about 5 or 6 interviews talking about the movie. It's not crazy with the features. It's not like a full-length documentary or anything like that. They talk about a lot of stuff. But I really did enjoy this more now than I ever have before. It's a beautifully done movie. It really, really is. And like I said, 1983, great effects, neon lights everywhere, great score. It's got a good vibe to it. I talk about that before with things like The Fog and The Howling. There's in Salem's Lot, there's something about the atmosphere of this movie that I really, really dig. So that is kind of the long and short of this whole edition and why I think it's important. Unfortunately, with the controversy that happened with it, keep your eyes out though. Now, I was going to say, not that people might get this, watch it, and want to sell it, but they're still going to sell it for boatloads of money. So I don't know, but let's dive in. So you get your hard box. And guys, there's over 151 people in here right now. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hit the like button, share it out, subscribe if you are not. Thank you guys for being in here. I will get back to the chat before the end of the night. Don't you worry. If you're saying stuff in there, I will get back to it, but I got a lot to talk about. So here's the box. Nice thick box. Spot gloss here. Looks really good. I like the red. Inside, you do get another slip cover. It says The Keep on the back in black. Very subtle, but very, very cool. Inside, you get the original artwork, which is also reversible to the artwork on the slipcover. I chose the original poster art. Inside, you get 2 discs. You get your HD Blu-ray. You get your 4K as well. So presented very, very well. And you also get a book. So this book here, it talks about the movie. It's got some images from the movie. So you do get a book in here as well. So that's it. There's no cards or anything. You get a book and you get the discs. And like I said, I know we all wanted the director's cut. I know that. I even think Michael Mann said he would never let this come out unless it was the director's cut. I don't know how that has changed. But maybe this has helped move the needle a little bit, because I do think that this is a real cool movie. And if there's a lot bigger of a cut that really explains a lot more, I think that I want to see that, because like I said, I can see the problems with it, but I also see that there's a good movie here. It's a very, very cool one. So, let me see. I see Wes said Vinegar Syndrome books don't smell as good as Second Sight. Let me see really quick. Second Sight books, guys, they smell wonderful. If you don't know, you got to watch our Blair Witch show. We did a retrospective. There is a scent, but it's not. It's no Second Sight. Second Sight books are money. Like, they should make like a cologne from those. All right, so let me see who is in the house again. I see Tabata Vision. He did not see this in theaters because he wasn't even born yet. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Oh, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna find my place before I get into the rest. 100%, Matt. It said over 1,000 on Saturday morning. For real. Ooh, Grindhouse video said he ordered 30 copies. Will be in stock 2 to 3 weeks. Guys, keep your eye on Grindhouse if that's the case. If that's the case. What up, Blake? Yeah, I think a lot of people did. It wasn't expected to move this fast, but I do think it was a good buy. This is live, baby. Baby, I don't play around on Twitch that much, so that's probably why it's not a lot of people. But I'm on YouTube as well right now, so we've got over 150 total. So I am live. So tell your friends if you hang out on Twitch. Don't buy this on eBay, dude. It's $200 on eBay. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know I'm not a slipcover guy, but with Vinegar Syndrome, I am. So that's the that's the hard part. I would say check out Grindhouse. Keep your eye on Grindhouse, Wes. And I think that you've got a big enough reach that I'm sure there's somebody out there with 2 copies that doesn't want to be a selfish prick and sell it for boatloads of money. I would just keep talking it. What up, Vanderhoff? I thought I was seeing things you're never. I know. I wanted to get on early because people kept messaging me saying, "Hey, when are you going to talk about this?" And I was afraid if I went on too late, they would miss it. Well, again, I like it and I like it more now, but I can see why other people won't like it. Will you like it? I don't know. But again, this is probably one of the rarest titles out there right now. Like Goblin said, 200 to 250 on eBay. Did they mention that? Like, did they say the standards will be back? I mean, I'm sure they will, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that all works. What up, Melski? She said, "Oh, when the keep hit 6K on Friday, I was buying it." Hell yeah. It went really fast, dude. Like I said, it was at like 600 or 700 when we left the archive, and when we got back, it was gone. It was insane for real, yeah. Grindhouse Orb and Diabolic will get limited stock in. People just need to wait a few weeks. Wait a few weeks. Most people probably won't like. I think that a lot of people won't like it. It's one of those movies that's a very, you got to think. It's a little bit artsy in its own way. So I think it might be confusing for some people. I'm like, why is this happening? What's going on? So Imprint, same thing, guys. So just again, just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. It's definitely stylistic scenes with 100%. What up, Mark? Because I'm rad, so I get things fast. Vinegar Syndrome knows. They know I'm rad. Why do you think they had the rad sale? They did it. They named it after me, so they give me stuff really quick. The slip is sick. Yeah. The big box is nice. Germany, what's up, Salty Dagger? Thanks for being here from Germany. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And I know you did a video too, a kind of raw video talking about how sometimes you feel like when you post or talk about DVDs or standard Blu-rays, people don't, they say they don't take you seriously or whatever. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's insane. Let me see. 100%. People were pissed about Trick or Treat being $66, but I guarantee some of them are shelling $250, and Trick or Treat was a better release than this. 100%. Yeah, and Vincent is not for everybody, and I totally get it. I totally get it. Like, I've talked about this before, like the Paramount Scares sets. Most people love that. I don't. That's not me. I would rather bank on some of these movies that that could be lost horror movies that need to be uncovered than a lot of these Hollywood horror movies. That's just me. I'm not saying I'm right and they're wrong. It's just that's just what I prefer. Um, I did not get the House of Doom box set, no. Um, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, with Vinegar Syndrome, there are a lot of good ones in there, and I'm gonna talk about one in here today that's a lost, underrated movie that now nobody's pretty much seen that's actually a really good movie. Um, yeah, that's what it is, it's chopped up, and you can tell because it just feels like something's happening, and then it moves to another scene, and then you can see where it's cut, and I actually kind of think it was a very ballsy move for them to release this in theaters like that because I can see why people were confused. And that was one of the biggest things they said looked cool, but I don't know what the hell was going on. I didn't understand it. And that was, I think, the biggest issue with it. It was cut so much that even the director said this doesn't really make sense now. So it's wild. Adrian, what's up? Um, Yeah, wow. Well, I guess I got the hookup, man. I was getting clued in all weekend. I figured they were, you were too, buddy. I was the one driving all day. I didn't know you would be that busy. Seeing how much it sells on eBay makes me want to get rid of my copy and go standard, but I haven't seen the film. I I think you'd probably like it, Brian. I really do. Um, Again, a lot of people probably won't like it, but I think it was the FOMO. I think FOMO hit. Maybe it was the fact that it was a lost horror movie for many years for a lot of people. And that's what I'm hoping because I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that. So yeah, I'm sure now that people are saying it, like I would keep my eyes open for the orbits and all that stuff. Um, okay, so Grindhouse is gonna get 30 copies, guys. Planet Mondo, what's up, man? Uh, keep your eyes on over that. Keep your eyes on over that. Imprint does do great work as well, for sure. I'm curious to see what they put together. If it's a real nice set too, I mean that'd be a great competition for this for sure. Um, oh, Vinegar Syndrome sometimes doesn't let Grindhouse have slip version. They only have standard. Not sure about. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about that. Wasn't sure. Um, Ken Carlson, what's up, dude? I see you here. Cinema Skin, what up? Yeah, if that's the case, if you don't want to shell out the money, go to see what Imprint's got it. But like, here's the thing, guys. Everybody has to be patient. That's the big thing. None of this stuff is going to be available soon. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome restocks in a couple weeks, but you're just going to have to wait a little bit. Just have to wait. Sorry, guys. I'm just no. Somebody else asked me this too. I don't know what any of that is. I really don't. It's like one of those things where it's like, man, I'm trying to build up my points right now because I want some of those slips that are on there. But I don't. But at the same time, a part of me wants to do that other thing because I feel like every time they do something out of the box like that ends up being something cool. And even if you don't win, a part of me feels like maybe everybody that did something will get something. I don't know. They're tricky, man. Let me see. Oh, now we're having a war on which books smell the best. I love it. Only here, guys. Only here. 160 people in here right now. Thank you guys so much. We're talking about smelling boutique books. Um, Vinegar Syndrome will find 1,000 more copies in Charles Band's warehouse. Yeah, I mean they found some rads a couple years later. Mayor hates the key. Oh, you saw it at the theater? 83, baby? Damn. Damn. Of course. Of course, man. All right, let me see. Let me see. What's the most valuable? What's up, Kevin Payne? I don't know. Actually, I'd have to think about that. I don't really know off the top of my head. That's the thing. Will it have the director's cut on it? I'm going to say probably not, but there's always a chance. There's always a chance. I mean, like I said, right now, and I guarantee Imprint wouldn't have announced the keep if this didn't happen. So they must have access to it, and they're like, let's put this on 4K, hurry up. Like, because it's hot right now, guys. This is white hot. This edition is white hot. And no matter what people say, I know FOMO. Why do you think I made that video yesterday? Anybody who didn't get it that said they don't care, they care. Trust me. They shouldn't if they don't like it, but they do because that's how the collector mindset works. But I would keep my eye on Imprint. If they were smart, they'd be like, you know what? What if we do this and get the director's cut and I'll buy it. I'll buy that if it's on there. So, but yeah, the visual effects, Jimmy the Lip on here are freaking great, dude. Great. This is a fantastic looking movie, and the effects are great. What up, dude? I just talked about it. All right, let's. Oh, I 100%. Trick or Treat was a way better release, but I will say I'm very happy with both these releases because if these would have been wants for me, like I think I've even done videos like the most wanted upgrades or Blu-rays or 4Ks for me, and like I think these were on it. Like I said, Summer Camp Nightmare. Like you start giving me some of this shit run. That's what's going to get me excited about this game. And Tanis, what's up? All right. So, but yeah, you missed out on Trick or Treat, but it's coming back in a slipcover standard edition. So don't hesitate. That was a great release though. Okay. So I will, and I know you guys are talking. I appreciate guys. We have 160 people in here. Thank you so much. I'm going to just get with this, moving and I'll come back to you guys. All right. So the second movie that I bought is another controversial one, kind of. Because when this was announced, I heard people say, that's shit, that movie sucks. Why would they put that out? And then I heard other people say, that's going to be release of the year. Do I think this is going to be release of the year? No. Am I hoping I enjoy this movie watching it again? Yes. And that is Congo, which I have not seen this in almost 30 years. It's been almost 30 years since I've seen this movie. And what the heck is this? What the heck is that? What is that and why is that there? Why do we need, what is this exactly? I don't want that there. I don't understand that there. Anywho, the sick bastards who put this on the box. Congo, I saw day one in the theater because at the time I was in middle school and it was like Jurassic Park was all the craze and everybody was obsessed with it. And then you heard Michael Crichton's Congo. It's going to be like the next Jurassic Park. And there was all this merch and there was stuff, I think, at Taco Bell, and there was toys and everybody was talking Congo. And we sat down and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be Jurassic Park, but with apes. This is going to be awesome. And I had never read the book. And I remember leaving that theater and being like, that was no Jurassic Park. What the hell was that? I just remember, I'm Amy, I'm Gorilla. I remember that. So I never bought the VHS. I did get the DVD, I think, out of a Walmart bin for $5. And I don't even remember if I ever watched it again. I may have. I don't know. I mean, that would have been in the early 2000s. But there was rumors rumbling that they were going to put this out, which is a pretty crazy release for Vinegar Syndrome to get Congo, because was this a blockbuster? Like, I know it got shit on a lot by people, but did it flop, or was it a blockbuster just based on the idea that people were going into this thinking they were getting the next Jurassic Park? I don't know that answer. You guys can probably tell me this, but there are a lot of people that were at maybe a certain age, like probably younger than me. Like, I think when I saw this, I was probably in 7th grade, maybe, if I had to guess, or 6th grade. And if you saw this in 4th grade or 3rd grade, you probably loved it. This could have probably been your Jurassic Park, you know? But for some reason, I never had like a connection with Congo. But I'm also a VSU completist. I've said VSU is my favorite thing that any company is doing right now. I just love it. I love it. I've got them all. I will continue to get them all. So it doesn't matter if they give me dog shit in one of these things, I'm gonna buy it. I mean, Jesus, I bought Six String Samurai, and Congo is gonna be a hell of a lot better than that. But I'm hoping this gives me a little bit more love for this movie. I'm hoping that this I was gonna watch it tonight, but I'm here with you guys, and maybe I'll do it afterwards. But I'm hoping that this makes me look at this a little bit different now. And what a better way to watch it is with a restoration by Vinegar Syndrome. I think that they do great stuff. And Congo has never seen an edition, look at that, like this before. This is the best treatment this movie has ever gotten and probably ever will get. So if you're a Congo fan, I recommend buying this. If you're a VSU completist, you're going to buy it. If you hate Congo and you've seen it recently and say, I know for a fact I hate that movie, don't buy it. But I still want to know, what the heck is that? What is that? Why is that there? Who is the artist of this? But here we go. Let's check it out. I have not opened this yet. Everything could be broken in here. I haven't even checked it out. First time. I've never seen what the slipcover looks like. Oh, it's actually a pretty interesting slipcover, if you ask me. Kind of looks like it kind of looks like the movie poster for like Grandma's Boys. What the hell is this? What is that? Sorry if it's not clear. What the? Oh, baby. Look at that. Doesn't that look like Grandma's Boy or something? Or like Animal House or something like that? Maybe that's what they were going for? Were they going for Animal House? I don't know what they were doing here. Look at that. It's a nice little drawing there of Amy Good Gorilla. Woo. The scary. All right. I got to take this apart now. All right. Let's take this little cellophane off. We got the 4K. Maybe we'll get the original artwork on the back so I don't have to look at that weird little Seaman on my artwork again. Because it's right there again. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, we got the OG art. I'll take the OG art. I remember seeing this poster and being like, this is going to be so sick, dude. Jurassic Park. Apes. It's going to be sick. That's money. That's better than that weird one. Both of those. This is way better than the slip and the big box. Look at that. This thing is sharp, dude. Tell me that does not scream 90s. Look at that. Now, you'd want to watch that. That's killer. All right. It's got a ton of features on here, guys. Making of documentary, cool. I don't know what was on this before. I think it had a Blu-ray, like a very basic Blu-ray. But you got your discs there. No off-gassing, which is good. I'll put it back in this weird Animal House Grandma's Boy slip cover. And they also usually, like, again, what's cool about these is they got this little tab. It's a magnet, so it opens right up. You get this nice art inside. Look at that. Congo. Then you get this book. Congo. Look at it says in the Jurassic Shadow. See? They want it to be Jurassic Park. Come on. In the Jurassic Shadow is right. And there's just pictures. There's just pitches. Oh, baby. So, yeah, so you get a little book in there as well. But VSUs, they always kill it. They always kill it with the presentation. Now, will I like Congo as much as more than I did before, as much as other people may? Perhaps. But yeah, I had to snag Congo to add my VSU collection, and I knew that you guys would want to see it because it's a VSU. You want to see what's inside, and of course, because I get all the VSUs, I had to get it, so it was a definite for me. I'm going to skip a little bit of people and see what you guys say. You guys like the artwork on this. Hold on. Let me see. See, Nubs grew up on Congo. Yeah, what the hell? You guys clearly, I don't know. I don't want that there. No. Yeah, a little Congo baby. Let's see. Maybe gum barrel smoke. Could it be? I don't know. Why is that in his eye? Why is that on his eye? I don't understand. It's going towards his nose. Yeah, they are. The art department is some deviance over there. A lot of people like Congo. Horror films loves Congo. Show Congo 4 times a day. Let me see. Picking up Congo. I don't think Congo's going anywhere, to be honest. It was wild, right? Oh my god. You would, you sick son of a bitch. Yeah, the poster art, the OG is great. The OG is great. Yeah, we got Scuba says 4K keep. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Could that thing on the cover represent a fireball from the? Yeah, let's just say it's a fireball from a volcano. See this? It's like a see the ape, and he's got like that fireball from a volcano coming down. That's good. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. It's an eye. That's an eye. An eye. Like an eyeball? What do you mean eye? This? That eye? Bro, VSU for sidekicks is still my favorite too. Why is that still available? How is that not sold out now? I don't understand. Oh, wait a minute. The main gorilla has a scar. Is that what they're trying to do? Is that a scar, but like they're trying to be funny? That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, I don't think Congo's gonna sell out anytime soon, but should I color this in maybe with that? Yeah, you could definitely color this in with a Sharpie. Sure. Those sons of guns trying to be funny with my Congo release. Okay, so we all know Congo. We love it. We hate it. But it had to be done. Okay, now the third one I'm going to talk about. I watched this one. It does look like this should be on. This should be Look Who's Talking. That's what this should be. This should be the cover for Look Who's Talking. Maybe they're going to do that. They're like giving us a precursor right now. It's like a teaser for Look Who's Talking VSU. That would be sick. All right. So this next one, let's talk about this, guys. I grabbed this. It's going to be around a long time. I probably didn't have to grab this. I could have waited till it went on sale. But I'm a sucker for some things. I'm a sucker for Lost 80s slashers. I'm a sucker for horror movies that take place in the winter or Christmas or whatever. And I'm a sucker for any kind of horror movie that has hair bands in it. So I had to grab me some blood tracks. Blood tracks. And look at this, dude. Look at that. I mean, Snow, Babe Rockers, Slasher. Look at that guy on the front. Hills Have Eyes type shit. I needed this. It's got reversible art too. I don't know what the original artwork was. I never seen this movie nor owned this movie at all. I'd never even heard of this movie until now. So that was one of the reasons that I wanted it. 85. It's like a combination of like slasher / Hills Have Eyes in the snow with this like band. So it screamed everything I love about 80s horror. Now, I will say this was good. I liked it a lot. This is one of those movies that why I like Vinegar Syndrome, because when I bought it and watched it, I said, holy shit, I love this. I'll watch this again. Wow, where's this been all my life? How did this pass me by? Did this have a different name? How did I not know about this movie? And guys, we have over 175 people in here right now. So thank you again. I love you guys. Keep staying rad, supporting the channel. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not. Thank you for being here. I loved it. But big but. I think there's something wrong with this movie. I think there's an audio mess up here. This audio was going in and out. It felt like it was in one speaker, then two speakers, then one speaker, then two speakers, then high, then low. Mess. I thought maybe it was my system, but I'm like, I've never had this issue on my system before. I just watched The Keep, fine. Just watched Survivor Series, fine. Put this in, audio was all over the place. Kind of was annoying, to be honest with you. So I reached out to Vinegar Syndrome and said, "Hey, can you double check and make sure there's nothing wrong with the audio on Blood Tracks? I just got mine in. I watched it. Something's not right." I said, "It's either my system or it's the track." And I reached out to a buddy of mine who also was there who got it. And he said, yeah, his audio sounds wonky too. So Vinegar Syndrome read my message, but they did not respond to me. So I'm curious to see what happens when more people get this in. Now, are we going to hear anything about this? Like replacement disc program, something's wrong with it? I don't know. I turned off my surround sound and I made this just come out of my TV. Same thing. So it makes me think that wasn't my system that was doing this and that there is some kind of weird audio glitch with this. So beware of that. So if you were about to order this, I would wait to see if they put out any statements on this. Because like I said, I'm probably one of, who knows? Like, I mean, there's probably only 10% of the collectors out there that have watched this so far. So once people start getting this, you might start hearing more about it. But they haven't reached out to me again. They didn't say thanks, we'll look into it. Nothing. I saw that they read it, which is odd because we actually talk back and forth a bit. So it's not like them to not respond to me. So maybe they are looking into it, like Brian said. So I would just be hesitant about jumping on this because of what I said. This ain't going anywhere, guys. It's not going anywhere. So don't worry about it selling out. But I will say, regardless, this was a fun movie. I'm really happy I have this. I just want it fixed because it was a little bit annoying. It was going in and out, up and down. It was just kind of messy. So beware. I would hold off on Blood Tracks. Let people start getting theirs. Let Vinegar Syndrome check it out. See if there's a statement. And if they get back to me, I will let you know. I checked the settings too to see if there was different audio tracks. There wasn't. I couldn't choose different ones thinking maybe it would fix it. I couldn't. So be mindful of this. And you know, you might only be hearing it here right now. I don't know how many other people have watched and done reviews on Blood Tracks yet, but very cool. Highly recommended, but wait on it for now. So Movie Junkie John, I have Ghost Dance, but I did not watch it yet. But it seemed like it was something up my alley, so that's why. I actually got it for a really good price. There was somebody selling it brand new with something else, and he was selling it really cheap. And I was like, he must have went through maybe he was going through some hard times or something like that. So I jumped on. I was like, dude, I'll take those off you or whatever. I think he wanted $20 for it, and then the other one he wanted $20. It was, what was it? I just got it. Both sealed. Devil Times 5 and Ghost Dance. I think I paid 40 shipped, which I thought was a real good deal for these. So they're both sealed still. I've seen Devil Times 5. I have it on DVD. Never seen Ghost Dance. So yeah, I'm interested in checking those out. This one looked like it was up my alley by the trailer, so I'd never seen it. So it's another one, like I said, these get me. These like 80s low slashers, unheard of slashers. I'm a mark for those. Guys, 190 people in here right now. Thank you. You guys are killing it, dude. Thank you so much, guys. Too much blood in the audio tracks. The music's good in this too. The music's really cool. I think you'll really dig the music. I really, really do. Sorry, guys. I'm missing a lot of you guys. You guys are being so interactive. Let me see. I'm missing everything here. Southern Comfort is a fantastic movie. Somebody just said it sold out, by the way. So Corpse Mania. I don't know what that is. I don't think I have that. Uh-oh, you ordered Bud Tracks, but again, they're going to probably announce something and you'll get a replacement, I'm sure, if you've already ordered it. All right. Now, what else did I get? I got some slips. I didn't have slip covers for my Cemetery of Terror and Grave Robber, so I got these. And of course, I got the Don't Panic slip. I love this movie, and you're going to hear me talk about this on my channel very soon. Again, I've already talked about it, but it's going to be part of a video I'm doing. But I did have the slip for this one too. So if any, I love this. I'm willing to sell this if anybody needs it to complete their collection there. But I really like this, and because I didn't have the slips and the other ones to have them all go together, I was like, okay, whatever. Let me just do it all up with these suckers. But yeah, if anybody happens to need this, hit me up on Instagram and maybe we can work something out. All right. Now, we're coming towards the end of this. I have one more to talk about, and I have a little story. And if Captain Horror's in here, he can justify this. So I also grabbed some stuff for some people as well. Which again, don't feel guilty about about it. If anybody's watching, I don't feel guilty if you ask me to get something for you. But unfortunately, I didn't want to go crazy with the money because I'm like, holy shit, like, all right, I had Sliver in my basket. I had Good Bar in my basket. And then I started to put a couple things in that I got for other people. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be expensive. This is going to be a little rough. Then Captain Horror opens his mouth and says, dude, Cannibal the Musical is going to sell out any second. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Cannibal the Musical is going to sell out. It's going to sell out. I'm like, oh man, I didn't want to get Cannibal the Musical. And he's like, oh, I really like it. I was like, I have the DVD. I don't need this again. I don't need the 4K of this. And he's like, all right. It's like, it's going to sell out though. So I was like, God damn it. So I bought Cannibal the Musical. So as much as I did that video yesterday and be like, I don't do this, I'm going to do that. FOMO freaking got me. Just so you know, in person, I'm very easily influenced than I am online. So thank you, son of a bitch. So, yeah, exactly. Got him. He did get me. So then I put it in my cart and I'm looking down at my cart and I said, okay, I've got now Cannibal the Musical. I've got these other things for other people. I don't know. I don't want to spend $500 today. I really don't want to spend $500 for this. So I took Good Bar and I took Sliver and I put them back on the shelf. And I said, you know what? These ain't selling out. Maybe I got to keep my eye on Good Bar. But I'm like, I'm going to wait. And I'll just get them maybe even next week. Maybe even next week I'll get them. Once I make sure that my bank account isn't dead by the next time I get paid, I might just put them in my cart next week and get them. I mean, I ordered a couple things from Vinegar Syndrome, so I could just do add to order, hopefully, next week. But I didn't get them. I put Sliver back. I put Good Bar back. I want them. I will get them. I just got to keep my eye on them. I don't think Sliver's selling out anytime soon. So that's a plus. I really don't. I think that'll be around for a while because it's got a Blu-ray. I actually just bought the damn Blu-ray, and that's the part that really pisses me off is I just bought the Blu-ray because if you want to check it out, me and Cody over at the Rad Dudes, we did a show on 90s thrillers, and I bought it to rewatch it. So of course it just came out in a nicer edition. But I will get them, but it's just not happening this weekend. So I did. I cannot believe I chose Trey Parker over Sharon Stone. I will say this: I'm a South Park fan. I always have been. So, is it next month? But yeah, January is. I'll probably grab Sliver and Good Bar this week. By the weekend, I'll probably have it in my cart. Yeah, they're not going to sell out. I don't know anything about Black Eyed Susan. What's up, Scott? I don't know anything about that movie. So, but there's another one. What's the other one that they did? It was the black and white one. They said it was kind of like a Psycho. I do want that. So um, if that starts going down in numbers, I will grab it. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that one too. Um, Mayor, you're such a bastard. You know what? You know, when you come into this chat, you start coming in this chat a lot and you get nicknames and you get, special shout outs. So when I see this dude pop in and say something smart ass like that, I just go, Mayor. Yeah, that's the one. Who killed Teddy Bear? Sounds weird, but I think the trailer looked really good. So I'm really interested in checking that out for sure. So I was suckered into Cannibal the Musical. I'm not the biggest fan of Cannibal the Musical, but I haven't seen Cannibal the Musical in probably, I don't know, 20 years maybe, perhaps. So it's been a long time since I've seen this movie. So I guess I'll go back and check it out. It's sold out now, so I don't know. Maybe someone wants to give me big money for this. Don't know. Perhaps. But I've seen Coca-Cola Kid, of course. I got it right over here. I got it. And there's one more thing I grabbed, and I had to. You show me a Corey Haim on VHS tape that I don't have, and I'm buying it. So I got me some Blown Away so I can see Corey in all his glory. Blown Away. You got the Coreys, and you got Nicole Eggert. So, of course, I needed to add this to my Haim collection. I only have this sucker on DVD, so now I've got it on VHS. Coreys in all their glories. Unrated, baby. So that is my archive haul for the weekend. And like I said, I did get a couple other things, but they're not for me. They're for other people. And I'll just show you really quick. The Keep. Congo. What the hell is that? Cannibal the Musical. Don't Panic Slip. Cemetery of Terror Slip. Grave Robbers Slip. Oh, we can Ghost Dance. We can just bring that up since I got them the other day. Devils Times 5. That just came in. Blood Tracks. And I can't show you the back of this, but it's Blown Away VHS. That was my archive haul. Like I said, a great time meeting up with some peeps, getting lunch with Mr. Captain Horror. The people at Archive are great. It's always good seeing those dudes. And it was busy in there, so I didn't really want to bother anybody. But yeah, if you guys live anywhere in close to Archive, let me know next time, and maybe we can all do a little meetup ski. I was actually talking to my buddy, and he was like, dude, we should just get a B&B and just hit up Archive and not worry about driving. That's the problem, is because I feel like every time I go, I already know I've got a 2 to 3 hour drive home. So it's like I feel rushed, and I'm already regretting some stuff now. Like just being home, I'm like, oh, I should have grabbed that. Damn it, why didn't I grab that? And I just needed more time. I think, I was trying to rush to not get home at all hours of the night. So maybe next time I go, I might crash over and just not worry about the drive or something like that. But it's a fun spot. And I know somebody that's over there now, like working, and, I'm hoping, maybe someday to get a tour. He had mentioned maybe doing a tour of like the restoration center and all that stuff. So would be cool. I love that place. It's really, really badass. I wish they were closer. I wish everybody had something like that close to them, because we don't have anything here. That's like the nicest spot, and it's like 2 hours away. So guys, if you're just coming in, I did a full story about the controversy with the Keep. I did a full review on the Keep, what I think of it. And we did just recently find out that Imprint is going to be doing a 4K. So I've got time. I'll spend another 20 minutes on here with you guys. So if you want to start going through some comments, if you said something and I haven't got to it, say it again, and we'll just do a little Q&A. We'll just bullshit a little bit, and I'll hang on here for another 20. But you guys have been awesome, dude. We've had almost 200 people hanging in here. So please hit the like button. It's a free way to support the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, again, thank you all who checked out that video I posted yesterday morning. I wasn't sure I was going to post it for a couple different reasons. I edited it quite a bit, took some stuff out, wasn't really happy with how it came out, because it was just off the cuff, kind of like this. It was just off the cuff. We got done. Then I was like, I'll take out this part, I'll leave this in. Okay, cool. And put it out. And, I get a little nudge from somebody to just put it out. And I'm like, I know I should, but I don't know. But the feedback it's gotten has been overwhelming to the sense that, like, I knew there was a lot of people that felt that way or feel that way, because I get DMs about it a lot, but to see how many people appreciated that, and it kind of left them a little more at ease as being collectors and not so stressed about being a collector and trying to fit in and trying to feel like a quality collector. Because some people even reached out to me and said, I did a review on this, and I talked about this, and people told me that, that movie has a 4K and I'll never be a quality YouTuber because I'm not talking about the modern version. I was just like, that is insane to me. Luckily you guys don't do that to me about anything, but I wanted to just showcase my feelings and listen, like, I would never think that way about other collectors and stuff. Guys, if you're liking the same rad shit I am, the same nerdy shit I am, that's all I ask. That's how we keep this thing alive, baby. But thank you for all the feedback on that video. It's gotten a lot of views so far. So I am very happy that I dropped it. I've heard no negative feedback from it, unless the people that are negative about it don't want to tell me. But it's been all positive. It's been all great. And I appreciate you guys just, having love for the channel. Thank you, kiddo. Thank you. Go check out Melski over at My Killer Podcast, 1/3 of the Rad Pack. What up, dude? Haven't seen you in here much, so thank you for being in here. Said Imprint released The Keep in Blu-ray in January 2020. It sold out shortly after. It was not a director's cut. Wow. John Doe, I get those comments, sadly. Thank you for being respectful. Of course, man. You guys respect me, support me. I'm going to do the same to you. Of course. See, like, you guys are awesome, dude. Like, again, I'm just glad people that feel this way could have looked at that video and been like, you know what, like, he's right. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I shouldn't get myself all worked up over something like this. This is supposed to be fun. And, I think the problem is too, is it's just, social media doesn't help, social media doesn't help. I like the companies that send you stuff were cool. Yeah, 100%. And that's another thing too, guys. You got to understand that companies, now I don't get sent a lot. Like, all the companies don't send me stuff. Like, I didn't know I bought all this Vinegar Syndrome stuff, and I bought my Blair Witch Second Sight, but obviously there's other creators that are bigger than me that get sent more stuff. And because some people are like, how do these people afford this stuff? Well, a lot of times people might be getting sent stuff. You just don't know. But I'm also have said to them, I'm going to do things my way. I'm not going to always put something over. And I want to be different. It doesn't help the channel either. It doesn't help the channel when I do a review of, like, I don't know, I could pick anything. If I don't think it's going to get traction, then I don't want to do it that way. I don't want to just be like review and showcase of The Octagon with with Chuck Norris. Like, I like the movie, but how many people are going to give a shit about that? Especially if they've looked around and they were like, well, 5 people just did the same review because it just came out. So I'm trying to, like, do things different now, where I'm fitting them in different videos. Like, if I do a list, maybe that movie is in my list and I can talk about, hey, this just came out, by the way. So I'm trying to kind of create more interesting videos, but utilizing some of maybe the new releases that I had gotten, or to showcase something. So I'm trying to kind of do it that way, just to make the videos more interesting than someone scrolling by and saying like, oh, I just saw 6 people post about this same movie last week. Why am I going to watch this again? That's where it doesn't make sense for me. Like, I'm not the biggest channel, so who's going to watch me over someone that's got 50,000 subs on a review? It just, after they watch that one, they're probably just going to skip by the rest. So that's kind of what I was saying when it came to that stuff. Is I just let them know, like, listen, I'll do this, but it's got to be done this way. Or hey, I might not do a video on this, but I'll showcase it on this and another platform or something. And like I said, they've been cool with that. So that's been good too. Definitely a big help for those relationships with some of those people. So definitely cool. But again, guys, thank you so much. And I put out a video talking about that brand new set from Umbrella, the full moon set with the demonic toys and all that stuff. So that one hasn't gotten a ton of traction. So if anybody hasn't watched it, definitely when you're done this, go check it out. It's not that long. But I talk a lot about the movie Demonic Toys, and I don't think a lot of people have seen it nor give it enough love. So I go through a whole little retrospective on Demonic Toys, and then I go through that new edition, which I guess has now sold out since that came out. But when I put it out, that edition was still available. So I do a full unboxing and I showcase everything you get in the set, and I talk a little bit about the movies, like my memories with the movies, why I think it's a better movie than Puppet Master, all this stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely go check that out. I want that to get a little more traction. Again, I'm not trying to pull the curtain down or anything like that. I just want people to understand that it's not, it's not that easy. And I think a lot of times when people see other content creators with boxes upon boxes of stuff of all these new releases, they've got to understand that it might not be that simple. So they try to do the same thing, and then they reach out to me and be like, "Oh, I saw this guy talk about all these titles, so I got them too, and now I can't pay my car bill." And it's like, why did you do that? Well, I wanted to be able to showcase it on my Instagram. Like, it was not that important, like little things like that. I want to be the voice of reason, I guess. I don't know. But anywho, that's here or there. But yeah, Demonic Toys rocks, guys. That is movie. And speaking of a lot of things, actually, let's do this right now. Okay, Demonic Toys. If you watch the Demonic Toys video that I posted the other day, I talk about how you could win this Blu-ray for Demonic Toys. So again, the box set sold out. Maybe you don't give a shit about part 2. Maybe you don't give a shit about Doll Man. But you're like, I want that Demonic Toys because that's the one he talked about the most and it looks really cool. Well, you could win this for free if you watch the video and listen on what you got to do to enter, because you have until tomorrow to put your vote to enter, because I will announce the winner some point on Tuesday night. So Tuesday or Wednesday night I'll announce the winner, but it closes tomorrow. So Cyber Monday this closes. So if you want a chance to win, go check out that video and figure out how to win it. And actually, no, this goes on. Sorry. This goes on till December 10th. Till December 10th is when this ends. What ends tomorrow is the giveaway for a Blu-ray with slip of Burial Ground. Now, how do you win this, you ask? How do you get this Blu-ray from Severin with a slip for Burial Ground? Well, you got to go to my Vinegar Syndrome Black Friday video, watch it, and find out how you can win this. The end date for this is tomorrow. The last day you can enter for this is tomorrow. I will announce the winner of this Tuesday or Wednesday. Demonic Toys, the end date is the 10th. And then I will announce this on my YouTube on a live stream. Speaking of that, I also did a live stream giving away a new documentary about the year 1982. And the winner has still not come forward, which means that will be up for grabs again. So keep your eye on my live streams, because I will put that up again to win, because we are fresh out of time. It's been over a week. The winner has not got a hold of me, so I have to do it again. So keep your eyes out on that. Burial Ground, baby. Go watch the Vinegar Syndrome show. Find out how you can win Burial Ground. Oh, it's not sold out. The box set is still. Oh, perfect. It's a cool set, guys. It's definitely a cool set for sure. Let me see. Chris C says Demonic Toys around when I was in junior high school, and check it out. Oh yeah. I guess it's still available. I must have saw something else. You can't starve yourself to the grave. You can't. You shouldn't. What's up, Last Movie Standing? Thank you, man. I'm actually super early. You're not super late. I went on really early. Shout Factory releasing same stuff over. Yeah, it's been tough. Yeah, it's been tough on that. I mean, again, a lot of people are coming forward and saying a lot of the new transfers are better than they've been in the past. I don't know if that's just them convincing themselves because they rebought it and they want to justify that purchase, or if that's a real deal. I don't know. Like I haven't bought Silent Night, Deadly Night again. I love that movie. I've got it. I mean, that might be a movie I literally have every release of, except for somebody overseas did one. Maybe it was Umbrella. I don't remember. That's the only one I don't have. But I have like every DVD up there of that movie. I've got all the Blu-rays from the States. I haven't upgraded yet. I possibly will. I just need it for the right price. Let me see. Dog tags. I don't know what that is. I don't know anything about that one. Yes. Oh wow, he is? Cody's in the credits? No way. That's so sick. Yeah, I just got it. I just got it in. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Oh my god, that's so good. I think you're in the minority. It's not awful, but I mean, it's a big, big step down from the first one. The Farmer. Happy birthday, Mozart's Ghost. The Farmer. Let's see. I'm hoping you're saying B-Rad, figure it out, not Brad. My name's not Brad. Love the raw take of the FOMO just as much as I enjoy Vinegar from their stock. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here. Dino. Good night, broski. Scream is also released to stuff like Hush. That is good. I mean, I have Hush. I got Hush, of course, because again, I'm not against Scream Factory. I just want something different from them. That's all. When Criterion released it, which is weird because honestly, Criterion, I'm not a big Criterion collector, so therefore it doesn't affect me that much because I don't collect a lot of their stuff. But I actually think they're one of the worst culprits because they don't even change the damn way that they don't even give us any artwork change, nothing. It looks exactly like you. If you saw it at the store, you would grab thinking you get the 4K, it would be a Blu-ray. The only thing that changes is maybe like a sticker on the cellophane. To be honest, they're like the worst culprits at all this. But if you're a big Criterion fan, you're not going to say anything bad about them. But I don't give a shit about them. So yeah, they suck at doing that for sure. Pray for Death, I have. Didn't Scream Factory do that one? And I'll check Rage of Honor. I don't know either. I'm shocked. When he told me he didn't buy the keep, I'm like, what? Like, why didn't you? Like, I'm so shocked that he didn't. I didn't order anything from Severin. Nothing. Got nothing. I don't know what Dog Tags is. Who put it out? What up, man? What do I think CM Punk's favor is after helping Roman Reigns? Probably some kind of title shot or something. Like I'm thinking if Roman wins the belt, maybe Punk's gonna be like, oh, this is what I want. I want a shot. I don't know. I grabbed Gummo. I always get mixed up on what the hell I grabbed. Gummo, Twin Peaks. What I grab here? Oh, it's in the other room. Night of the Hunter, and I don't remember the fourth one. Mel, tell me what's the fourth one I grabbed? You recommended it to me. Oh, Dog Tags is Vinegar Syndrome. I must have missed it. Sick, dude. Song of the South. Sick. I can do a Gummo review, the 4K. I could. It looks great, but even watching it again, I'm like, I was the I talked to somebody this week I talked to Jason Hook this week at the archive. He goes by the name SSP Crew. And he came up to me and said, Garrett, I'm part of, the Dead Pit Discord and the Facebook group and all this. And I watch your channel all the time. And I was like, oh shit, man, thank you for coming up and saying what's up. And we chatted for a while. And he's really big in like the hardcore metal scene. And he's from my area. And like we know a lot of the same people. And we're roughly the same age. So like we were talking about stuff. And I was like, yeah, man, back when I was in the hardcore scene and, the movies that we used to watch all the time was like Kids and Gummo and Bully and Donkey Boy, and we watched Clockwork Orange a lot of Eraserhead, like a lot of David Lynch stuff. Like that's what we were all watching back then. Like we were like watching what we at the time were like, oh my god, these are so like such different artsy movies, and not the normal stuff that you'd see in the theaters. Like we were really kind of going out there, and we loved Gummo was one we watched all the time. And watching it again on 4K, it looks great, but watching it again, I'm kind of like, this movie's fucked. Like, what? Why did we love this so much? It's interesting of a movie, but it's such a nightmare. Like it's just splices of skits, but it's telling a story, but the story's so messed up, and it's wild, guys. It's wild. Thanks, Mel. Shallow Grave is the last one I grabbed. Yeah. It's so funny. I have not seen Night of the Hunter. That's why I grabbed it. So me and Uncle Bill did a show on the 100 scariest movie moments from Bravo back in 2004, and Night of the Hunter was on that list. And I was like, wow, I've never seen this. Shallow Grave was on the list too. So I didn't own either of those movies, nor have ever seen them. So when I did this Criterion sale, I was like, I'll grab them. Yeah, everybody's been telling us in here. Oh yeah. Criterion releasing trilogy with Doom Generation was another one that we watched a lot. We also watched Generation X was another one we watched a lot back in the day. You live in the home. You live where Gummo? You live with Gummo people? Wow. Chair wrestling. That must have hurt like a son of a bitch. Some of those shots, the elbow, the across the knee. Oh yeah. I will be getting Ghost of Mars specifically for two reasons. Number one, the DVD looks like ass. Number two, it's one of the only Carpenter movies that Scream Factory hasn't done yet. So I just want to add it to my Carpenter Scream Factory collection. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I've become a lot less desensitized as I've gotten older. I really, really have. Like stuff that I loved, like I couldn't watch those now. Blood Moon? Yeah, for $7.49, I would pick that up for sure. For sure. Let me see. Have ever paid for a slipcover? I missed out on a Blade in the Dark from Vinegar Syndrome. I need a slip box. Yeah. I just bought these at the archive. This weekend I just bought the slip. They were selling these new commissioned slip covers for Cemetery of Terror and Grave Robbers. I didn't have any slips on mine, so I bought these. I mean, they were $7 a piece. Which is pretty freaking crazy to think about, a piece of cardboard for $7 when I used to buy DVDs for $7. But I am not a slipcover guy, but with Vinegar Syndrome, I am. There's something about these slipcovers that they're not the norm, right? Like I'm trying to see if I have anything to showcase against it, but one of the big things I hate about slipcovers is the material. If it's shitty quality, I don't like it. If it has the banner across the top, I hate it even more. But these are just works of art. Like this is like what a VHS tape would look like. And that's why I love the aesthetic of a VHS. Like it's clean and, same thing here, clean, no extra markings or telling us it's a 4K. Like we don't know. So yeah, I've done it, not a lot, but I think Vinegar Syndrome is the only place I've ever done it for. But look at the back too. Like, look at this image, how cool that is. Look at this one too. This is even better. Look at that. That's money. So, I mean, you know what? Some of the stuff in Gummo that I used to think was funny, like, I'm like, I can't believe I used to laugh at this. Like, the girl shaving her eyebrows and stuff like that. What a freaking disturbing scene that is. And I don't know, like, a part of me thinks to myself, like, how did they film this? Like, what did the guy say? Like, shave your eyebrows off to this slow girl, and she's like, okay, and like does it. Like, that's how they filmed this. There's another scene with like kids peeing like on things and pissing over bridges on cars, and they're in these little kids are peeing like in a junkyard. Like, what did the director say? Like, pull your pants down and pee over, or like right here, pee on those cars over there. Like, what? How did I? It's wild to me, like how this thing was even made. It's wild. Right. Yeah, like when the kid moves the picture and the roaches come out and then he like puts it back really quick. Oh, it was unscripted and real. Oh my god. That's so funny. Um, let me see what you guys are saying here. I'm a Twin Peaks fan. Um, honestly, to be honest, A Fire Walks with Me is I've seen the least. So that's why I bought it, because I had it on DVD and I'm like, I've only seen this once, and I keep getting it confused with the show. So I want to watch it again because I love the show. And Fire Walk with Me um, is one I really want to check out again, because I keep mixing them up. Oh, hell yeah, I do. Of course. Oh, yeah. I love all that stuff. Mr. Mansion. Um, hell yeah, dude. I've got it right here. Ugh. Boom. When are they going to put out Julian the Donkey Boy? When are they going to put this sucker out? Come on. Yeah, I keep the Vestron slips. I love the Vestron slips, even though it does have the banner at the top. I don't like that. I love the Vestron, but I think the banners on the top maybe aren't that bad. I love them because they're numbered and they look great together. They're all like they got the shine to them and stuff. I really like those. I collect those ones too. Um, I don't collect Kino slips. I don't collect Synapse slips. Um, Arrow, I'm kind of not really. The only ones on Arrow that I like are the big box ones. Like some of the other ones, I have slips and no slips. I'm kind of fine with that. Severin, slip or no slip, I'm fine with that. Screen Factory, I don't like their slips, but I collect them because I've got them all the collector's editions I have slip covers for, so I don't want to have one without. So it's like I kind of want to keep everything uniform. But Vinegar Syndrome mostly, Vestron mostly, MVD Visual. I like the slips on those just because they're numbered. Yeah. The only thing that was set up was the basement with the mirror. What, the one she's like, what are you lifting weights? Life is a mist. That one? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Vestron, dude. I really don't. We've tried to get answers. I was told that Kickboxer 4K was going to be a Vestron release, but it's obviously not. So I don't know what's going on with that. That's cool. That's a great movie. I love River Wild. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging with me. We've still got like 180 people in here. You guys are freaking killing it. If you had fun tonight, come back. Maybe it was because I went on a little bit earlier. I usually go on at 11. I came on at 9. I will be live this week, probably if I had to guess, maybe Wednesday. Pop in, come say what's up. I got a video dropping probably tomorrow or maybe Tuesday, and that is going to be for this movie right here. And the reason I'm doing a review on this movie is this is actually a review. I've had a thumbnail to review this movie for 2 years. And I held off because then I was like, let's make it a Rad Pack episode. Let's do this. because I saw this movie with Mel and Justin at Panic Fest when it was released and shown for the first time in April of 2023, and we were all blown away by what we just saw on that screen. And I wanted to talk about it so bad after we left, but things happened and it didn't end up happening. But this is now coming to physical media from Anchor Bay Entertainment. It's their first title back after almost a decade gone. And I'm going to finally talk about this movie with you guys. So this is going to come out probably either tomorrow or Tuesday. And this is a movie called Abruptio. So get ready to check this out. And you're going to want to probably add this to your collection. So keep your eye on that. I will be doing a review on that movie because it's one that needs to be discussed. And I can't wait for you guys to see this movie. It's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. So keep your eyes on the channel for that. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. This has been a blast. Again, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Go check out some of those videos I talked about. Go check out the one I did yesterday about the state of physical media collecting. Go check out the Demonic Toys one to get your chance to win a Demonic Toys Blu-ray. Check out some of the vids I've been posting, guys. I appreciate everything. This is Garrett at Born2beRad. And like always, stay